Yeah, last class we are discussing about lithium aluminum hydride reductions, and today we will continue our discussion on lithium aluminum hydride reductions. Yeah, uh, lithium aluminum hydride will reduce ketones to alcohols. Similarly, aldehydes to alcohols, esters to alcohols. Because it is a strong reducing agent, it will reduce esters also to corresponding alcohols. Next, we will see the reduction of amides. How LAH reduces amides. LAH reduces amides to amines. LAH reduces amides to amines. Okay, I'll give the mechanism for this. Right. So when we use LAH to reduce amide, so first will be the hydrate transfer. So hydrate will be transferred to the carbonyl carbon. Carbonyl carbon, positively charged carbon. So this H minus will add to carbonyl carbon. So this carbon oxygen double bond will break and the bonding electrons will be polarized towards oxygen. Because oxygen being more electronegative, it withdraws electrons. Next. So here it will be O minus LDH. Okay. In the next step, it will pick up a proton either from the reaction mixture or from additional source, okay, or solvent. So when it picks up the proton, O minus will take the proton and it becomes OH. O minus will take the proton and it will become OH. So this is OH and this is the hydride ion transfer. Then what happens? The lone pair on nitrogen The lone pair on nitrogen will be utilized for neighboring group participation. So the lone pair on nitrogen will be polarized or pushed towards the carbon so that there will be a carbon nitrogen double bond formation. And OH, yes, it will be leaving now. Okay. So the first step is reduction of amide to aminol. This is OH and NH2. So it is an aminol. This aminol is not stable. Aminols are not stable. Immediately, the lone pair on nitrogen will be polarized towards carbonyl carbon, alcoholic carbon, so that carbon nitrogen bond formation will take place and OH minus will be leaving. So what we will have is or carbon. It was already there. Now a new double bond is formed, and of course hydride I am not showing it again. Okay, hydride is there, but I am not showing it because nitrogen has donated its lone pair. It will get positive charge. It will get positive charge. Then when the lithium aluminum hydride will further reduce this imine to corresponding amine. This is ammonium ion. Ammonium ion. So ammonium ion first will undergo loss of proton, so it becomes imine. Then imine will be reduced with LAH to amines. Okay, so this is how uh, LAH reduces amides to amines. Okay, so first will be the hydride transfer to form aminol. Then nitrogen, lone pair of nitrogen will be pushed towards alcoholic carbon so that it generates ammonium ion. Then ammonium ion will be reduced to amines. Yeah, please take the notes. Similarly, cyanides can be reduced with LaH to corresponding amines CH2, NH2. So amides can be reduced to amines, cyanides can be reduced to amines. How do we prepare alkyl cyanides, alkyl nitriles? Alkyl nitriles can be prepared from haloalkanes. Halogens are good leaving groups, so they can be replaced with a good nucleophile. So sodium cyanide and potassium cyanide mixture, it is a good source of cyanide nuclei, uh, Cn minus anion. Okay, so it is a good nucleophile, so it can easily replace bromine in this reaction. So here we will get cyclohexyl nitrile from bromocyclohexane. When we treat this fellow with LAH, what will be the product? Please take a snapshot. I will change this page. Right. Similarly, LAH can be used to reduce alkyl halides also. How do we prepare alkyl halides? We can prepare haloalkanes from alcohols. When we treat this fellow with some halogen source like BBr3 or bromine or chlorine, so this alcohol will be converted to bromine. So this is how we will prepare haloalkanes. Haloalkanes can be treated with LAH. So H minus here will act as a nucleophile. So it generates alkanes. So this is, sorry, haloalkane. Haloalkanes can be reduced with LAH to corresponding alkane. So the reaction here is essentially an SN2 reaction. Okay, H minus will be substituting for halogen. So we can reduce any halogen, whether it is chlorine, bromine, iodine. Similarly, some protecting groups like O-methyl, methane sulfonamide, or O-tosyl, paratoluene sulfonamide. These groups are good leaving groups, O-methyl and O-tosyl. These are good leaving groups. So similarly, these can be reduced with LAH. It is a similar reaction here also. It is an SN2 reaction. So they will be reduced to alkanes. They will be reduced to alkanes. So it is similar to halogens are good leaving groups. Similarly, OMSL or OTSL, they are also very good leaving groups. So hydride ion from LH can easily undergo substitution for these good leaving groups. So good leaving groups can be reduced with LAH. And one more point, sodium borohydride or lithium aluminum hydride, all these hydride reducing agents, they cannot reduce isolated double bonds. If we give only one alkene and if we use any hydride source like sodium borohydride or LAH or zinc borohydride or lithium borohydride, so these hydride reducing agents cannot reduce isolated double bonds. If there is a single alkene, if there is a single double bond, carbon-carbon double bond, these reagents cannot reduce isolated double bonds. Similarly, LAH can be used to reduce nitro compounds to amines. Nitro compounds, amines. You just give the products in this reaction. So we have nitro group and a carbonyl. So what will be the product if we treat this compound with LAH, and what will be the product if the same compound is treated with sodium borohydride? So the difference here is being more reactive. LAH can reduce both carbonyl and nitro. So carbonyl will be reduced to alcohol, nitro will be reduced to amine. But sodium borohydride, being mild reducing agent, it can only reduce carbonyl, but it cannot reduce nitro. So this is a selectivity among LAH and sodium borohydride. So sodium borohydride cannot reduce nitro compounds. Similarly, epoxides can be opened using LAH. Epoxides can be opened using LAH. So epoxide can be reduced to alcohol. So H minus will add from one side. So the epoxide will break down to give alcohol. So I'll just write this. So H minus source will add on one of the epoxide carbon. So this carbon oxygen bond will break down to give this product. Epoxide reductions are also selective when there is a spherical crowding differences around the epoxide. One side it is more sterically crowded, other side it is less sterically crowded. So hydride source will easily approach this epoxide from less sterically crowded side. Okay, so H minus will approach this H minus will approach this epoxide from this side because it is less sterically crowded. So the product will be more substituted alcohol or more sterically crowded alcohol. Product will be more substituted alcohol or more sterically crowded alcohol. You can write the product for this reaction. So in this epoxide also, one side it is more sterically crowded, other side it is less sterically crowded. So hydrate transfer takes place from less sterically crowded side. Another important reaction is when we treat esters with LAH. Of course, we know LAH is a strong reducing agent. It can reduce esters to alcohols, but in presence of triethylamine, in presence of triethylamine, LAH will reduce ester to aldehyde. It will only reduce ester to aldehyde. So it is only possible in the presence of triethylamine. If we don't use triethylamine, it is obviously the product is obviously non-alcohol. Okay, but in presence of triethylamine, LAH reductivity will be quenched. Okay, so that it can only reduce ester to aldehyde. Okay. The next important reduction regarding LAH is reduction of propargylic alcohols to trans-allylic alcohols. So if an alcohol is there on a carbon next to triple bond, it is called propargyl alcohol. So propargyl alcohol can be reduced. Propargyl alcohol will be reduced to trans-allylic alcohol. So this double bond, it will not undergo any reduction, whereas only this triple bond, it will undergo reduction to trans-allylic alcohol. So this is a trans double bond. This is a trans double bond, and here the product is allylic alcohol. It is a trans double bond and it is a allylic alcohol. So I'll give the mechanism also for this reaction. Right. In the first step, H minus from LaH will pick up a proton from alcohol because alcoholic proton is acidic. So it will remove H plus from alcohol. So it generates O minus. So that O minus now will coordinate to aluminum. This O minus generated O minus now will coordinate to aluminum. So aluminum, of course, it is having 4 H minus, but one H minus is removed. So it will have 3 more OH minus. Sorry, 3 more H minus. Now, because aluminum is coordinated to oxygen, so the hydride transfer takes place from the side where this OH is there. So this H minus will be shifted or will be transferred to the triple bond from the oxygen side. Okay. So the product will be okay. So here it will be H and it will be a negative charge because when H minus is adding, this triple bond will break down to generate uh, this carbanion. Okay, and this is O minus. The hydride and oxygen both are on the same side. Okay, so this will pick up a proton, it becomes OH. This also picks up a proton, so it becomes H. So essentially the reduction results in trans-allylic alcohol. I'll just give one more example on this and we will so what is the product here? As far as this trans-allylic alcohol formation, THF is the best solvent. In other solvents, the reduction may not give trans or it is a mixture of products, but in THF, it will give 100% trans product. So THF is the best solvent